In this lecture, we'll be learning about generics in C#. Now, the reason why generics was introduced in C# because there was a lot of code bloating when it comes to creating methods that's going to serve same purpose, but they only differ based on their data types. For example, over here you can see that we have a swap function. The purpose of swap function is to swap the digits or strings. Now, one way to do that is creating separate methods for specific data types and accepting the arguments, swapping it, and returning the result. In order to reduce this code bloat, in C#, generics was introduced. And the beauty of this is you specify it as a template. And whenever you have to actually implement it, at that point you'll mention what the data type is going to be. For instance, here you can see that we have this static swap method. The signature of this is pretty unique. After the function name, you see this template is coming up. Now, template is within the angular brackets, and here T is basically symbolizing that template. So it could be anything, any data type like integer, string, or anything. And over here we are passing two variables that's based on a reference, not by value. So ref t val1, ref t val2. Here also you'll notice the type is T as template. We don't know exactly what kind of data type it is going to receive, so we are saying it as T. And then here we have declared a temporary variable of type T as well that is going to act as an intermediary variable while the swapping takes place. So here we have val1 and val2, and then pretty much that is all it is doing. Over here, when you have two integer variables like num1 and num2 with values 300 and 500 respectively, we are just logging it into the console first, and then here you can see that we are saying swap, and then we are specifying what exactly you have to work on. These two parameters that we are passing are of type integer. So we are saying swap integers, and here are the integer values num1 and num2. Finally, the swapped values will be shown over here in the console. Similarly, when we are working on strings, we are doing this over here, saying swap, and the data type that we are passing as parameters is of type string. And then we are showing the swapped string values. So let's go ahead and see how easy it is now to create a function which is going to take any data type and swap it. So let's run this now. And here you can see num1 was 300, num2 was 500, and after the swapping, num1 is 500, num2 is 300. Same goes for the strings like John and Matt, and then it was swapped, and the first string was Matt and the other one is John. So that was the introduction to generics. We'll be obviously covering more aspects of generics in upcoming lectures.